Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. Reiki with Anna. For today's video, we are going to be focusing this session on self-worth. So I have some tools and the usual bits and bobs. And yeah, I figured we could just dive right in. I wanted to say just quickly, I'm sending you all so much love. And I want to send a special thank you to all of you who commented on my video 2 videos ago about painful times. Thank you for your incredible empathy and support. Okay. So I'm going to start with a little clearing using the selenite wand. We are going to be just starting at the crown and working our way down. So for this, we're just clearing anything that's available to clear here before we start our session. So just clearing anything in the mental plane, anything in here that feels a little bit of dirt in my nails. Excuse me, I've been gardening a bit. I'm actually putting out a vlog on the same day this video is going out, I think. I'm going to start documenting some gardening stuff and hobbies, and I guess it would be called a vlog, but anyway, I'll link that below if you're interested. It's just fun. Gardening, making things out of plants. Blah blah. But anyway, back on track. Paying a special attention here to the solar plexus. While all of these video sessions balance all of the chakras, we will be typically focusing on a few of the chakras, depending on what the subject of the session is. So for this one, we're going to be focusing on the solar plexus. And we're just here clearing anything that might be getting in the way of your feelings of self-confidence, your feelings of self-worth. Perhaps we can begin to shake up any ideas about where our sense of self-worth comes from. So ideas about it being connected to or attached to anything outside of self. One big, pretty clear example, I think, is having your sense of self be wrapped up in your productivity. Very common, right? But this is very, very painful when we lose that sense of value and worth. And before we get going, I just want you all to know you have so much value. You are very, very important. Just because you exist. Just because you are. And now we're done with the session. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Going to light a bit of sage and set our intention. And then I love it when I get it on the first try. And then we're going to draw the symbols and use this sage to clear and cleanse. Okay. All right. So we are sealing this intention with this smoke and embers here. And then seeing it through time and space to where and whenever you happen to be receiving this distance session. On behalf of our wisest, most empowered selves, in loving comfort and perfect balance, I wish to conduct this distance Reiki session. For confidence, for self-worth, for mining through any of the blockages or any of that conditioning that has impaired us from trusting in our inherent self-worth, in our value. Okay, now I will be drawing the sacred symbols here about a foot from your heart center. Okay? Okay. Now, drawing a few symbols at your solar plexus here, about a foot away as well. Okay. And just getting her nice and cooking again so that we can do a really good solid cleansing here with this sage. There can be a lot of voices, a lot of chatter when it comes to self-worth. Sometimes it can feel very linked to other voices, and I think it's very important to clear that when possible. Okay? Just for the sake of this, let's focus inward here at the solar plexus. Solar plexus and the heart center. And let's clear any other voices that might be telling you where to link your sense of worth, your value, your confidence. Okay. Clearing and cleansing. Clearing and cleansing. Clearing and cleansing. Clearing and cleansing. Okay, looking good. Lots of clearing. I have this little spray bottle. This one is a little bit of tea tree, lavender, and jasmine. For some reason, that combination has almost a citrus aroma. Riddle me that, I don't know. So we're spraying on either side and then down at your feet and then in the palms of my hands. I'd like to place some stones on your chakra points, the 7 primary here. We're going to start with the crown. I'm going to be placing this piece of howlite right on the crown of your head. Very calming, very soothing energy, just drizzling in through your crown. Next up, I have this piece of lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli is such a, goddess, godly kind of energy. So, it has such power and such attraction, and it's a great stone. It's a great stone for, beauty and attraction and intuition and sort of more spiritual things. But for this, I'd like to kind of take that sparkle of gold, that kind of very attractive, as in attracting people to you, not necessarily physical beauty or anything like that, but just that feeling, when someone walks into a room with their, their head held high with confidence. Or I guess you don't have to have your head held high to be confident. But, with that, there's just a sense of it, isn't there? And your eyes are automatically drawn to that person. So we're going to invite some of that energy. So maybe if there's someone that you can bring to mind that kind of has that energy, that when they walk into a room, they just sort of effortlessly pull the energy, pull the attention. So we're taking that and we are bestowing that upon you. So this individual maybe that you brought to mind, for now, they are just saying, here's a little gift. You can have this for the moment. You can borrow my luster, my shine, my confidence. And we have sodalite for the throat chakra. Great stone for the throat, for truth, for honesty, openness, all of that. So placing that ever so gently at the throat. Okay. Now we have rhodonite. Lovely stone for self-love and acceptance. I love rhodonite. I thought it would be a good stone for now. We're inviting in deep self-love here into the heart space. Sometimes that sense of love and all of that can be disrupted or blocked by our sense of value, because we can start to think that maybe we're not worthy of loving ourselves. And so we're going to start with inviting self-love through self-acceptance, accepting yourself exactly as you are. Okay. Okay, so now for our solar plexus, the star of the show. We're going to be introducing yellow jasper. Great stone for confidence, great stone for joy and self-worth, self-validation. I want to do a separate video about validation. I think that's a pretty important subject, and I'd like to cover that as well. So I'm going to be placing this ever so gently on your solar plexus. It's smooth and light, but we're putting that there to activate that area 3 fingers above the belly button, that area of action, strength, self-worth, value, confidence. Okay. Now we have a piece of carnelian. So we're going to be using this at the sacral. It's a lovely feeling stone. So I'm actually going to take this and run it through the aura. So we are going to be using this for kind of rewriting the emotional side of self-worth, helping us to feel into all of this stuff that we're covering here. Okay, now I'm going to place this ever so gently on your sacral. And for the roots, I have these 2 pieces of red calcite. One's a bit bigger, and the other one is a bit smaller and a bit more jagged. This one's much more smooth. So just sort of grounding in the sense of self-worth, grounding those feelings of, inherent value. Okay, so placing these on either side of your hips there. Okay. So I'm going to run a bit of honeysuckle through your aura here. I have, it smells so good. Oh my goodness. It smells so good. Fresh and sweet. Very almost intoxicating. But I love using honeysuckle for confidence. And I think it's a really potent, really great essence. And so I thought I would use this here. So we're going to start at the crown. And we're just moving this through here. So if you can imagine, if you've smelled honeysuckle before, just imagine that lovely scent. I've been making a honeysuckle tea lately. It's actually what that video I was telling you about is all about. Me making different kinds of teas from things I find in my yard. It's fun. I don't know. Dandelions and things like that. So lovely. Now I'm just going to place this on your solar plexus there. Okay. I have these two pieces of tiger's eye, and I'd like to move them through your etheric field as well. Tiger's eye is a great stone for confidence and action, and lots of really good kind of dominant sort of qualities and energies. It's great for kind of being proactive and being on top of things, and not dominant in a domineering way, but more just kind of being on top of things, being more proactive. So I'm going to start here and just move them together and kind of weave them through. And what I like to do here is, as these stones are all laying on your chakra points, these two tiger's eyes are just going to imbue them with a sense of confidence and stick-to-itiveness, and anything that you might be struggling with right now in this arena, we can apply here. So if you wanted to imagine it sort of weaving a new pattern in your aura, new habits, new ways of thinking, or rewriting, we can look at it in a number of ways. So just starting here, and kind of if you choose to participate, you can kind of do any number of things there. Yeah, just kind of weaving through. At each point, if you want to just think about how it applies to that point. So, throat. How can you speak with more confidence? How can we be more confident in our truth, in our sense of truth? Moving to the heart. Can we bring confidence to love, strength to love? Can we bring love to strength, love into our confidence? And down at the solar plexus, just drawing some symbols here now. Sacral. How can we bring confidence into our emotional space? And how can we use our emotions to support our confidence? Food for thought. Chew on it. As with everything, if something doesn't feel empowering, please leave it at the door. You're under no obligation to take or follow all of this. Only take what serves you. You know that. Now, here at the root, base chakra. How can we trust our confidence? How can we trust that we're worthy? How can we have confidence that we're safe? Sending energy there. Confident, safe, trusting energy. Okay. Coming back up here. Moving through. And now I'm just going to place these on either side of your solar plexus. Okay. Okay. Okay, looks pretty good. I'd like to move this clear quartz cluster through your energy fields to activate these chakra points, activate these crystals. And then we'll do our hands-on healing, okay? So, clear quartz, it's a beautiful stone for activation, for empowering energies, amplifying energies. So, I love clear quartz. And these clusters like this, they shoot energy out in all different directions. So it's kind of nice to move it through your energy fields. And this is a very, from my perspective, what I'd like for it to be is a sort of activating session. Hopefully it can still be soothing and comforting, but just sort of activating something deep within you, activating something within you, that almost like igniting a fire so that you can come to life and really believe in yourself. Believe in your beautiful, deep sense of worth. Might be almost like an excavation process, scraping and digging, but it's there in all of us. Our beautiful, deep sense of worth and value. We just have to sort of maybe wipe off the dust, blow it away. Look at it from a new perspective. Chip away at some old beliefs, some old thoughts. Some truths that have been forced upon you by other people because anybody that makes you feel like you're not of value and worthy is wrong. Even if that person is you. I'm sorry to say. So, we'll become diggers. Excavating the beauty and the shimmering, beautiful sparkle that exists within you. So much easier for other people to see that. We've just been told for so long that our sense of worth, our sense of value has to be tied into something outside of us. But what if we're just okay? What if we're completely, wholly, and fully worthy of love and acceptance, just exactly as we are right now? Okay. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Okay. Okay. Just gonna draw the symbols in my hands. And then I'm gonna place my hands, sending healing energy where it needs to flow within you. going to place one hand behind your throat like so. Now on your heart center here. Place one hand on your shoulder, your left shoulder here, and the other at your heart center, okay? I'm going to switch one at your right shoulder and the other hand on your heart center. Okay. Now the solar plexus. Drawing some symbols. Now I'm actually going to place one hand on the front at your solar plexus and the other kind of just below the middle of your back. Perfect respect for your comfort and boundaries here. So just placing that. Just allowing trust in our deep, deep value. Trust in our strength. Trust in our abilities, our sense of worth, our confidence. 3 deep breaths here with me now. Rejuvenating, energizing breath. Okay. Okay, now the sacral here. Actually, I'm going to spray here. Let me get the back a little bit too. Okay. Alright. Now the sacral. And the roots. Hands are just on either side of your hips. Again, in perfect respect for your comfort and boundaries. And I'm just going to hold your hands, if you're open to it. Your left hand in my right hand, your right hand in my left hand. Gently holding your hand. So, if you want to do your sort of most confident posture, if you're sitting and watching this or lying down, you can just kind of do, I don't know, something like pose or just something that makes you feel just a little bit more confident. Little things like that, tricking our brain, standing taller, making our bodies appear kind of bigger shapes with our bodies, silly things like that. Superman pose or Wonder Woman pose, superhero pose, hands on hips, bit of a wide stance, chin tucked. And as my hands cup yours, imagine that energy just sort of spiraling between us. This confident, almost posturing, spiraling between us. And it's sort of creating this energy cycle here. Shaking up that energy, providing new, beautiful, confident energy to come in. Because we can have all the self-worth in the world. And then we can walk out our front door and it can just melt away. So here this energy is available to you, that energy of stepping forth with gusto, with gravitas, with a smoldering confidence. You are deeply, deeply worthy of love, of kindness, of care, of understanding, of help, of honesty, of a beautiful relationship, of support, of freedom, of equality. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. Okay. All right. Gonna do a bit of aura fluffing here. Okay. Now we will close with our final chakra affirmations that I like to do to close all my sessions. So we'll start with the crown. You are divine. Third eye. You are connected. Throat, you are expressive. Heart, you are loved. Solar plexus, you are strong. You are confident. You have value. You are worthy. Sacral, you are creative. Root, you are safe. You are safe. I want to thank you all so much from the very bottom of my heart for being here. Sending you all an enormous amount of love. Thank you to all of my incredible patrons. That community is so fun. I love creating content over there. It feels really cool and intimate and stuff. So thank you. And until next time, Be well.